Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. I know, I am a few days late, but here's the thing. So this weekend was very busy for me. We did the General Hospital fan convention and Nancy Lee Grant's breakfast on Saturday, lots all day. And then Sunday, I headed back to Vegas and I went to see Dancing with the Stars at the Orleans. And I'll be talking about that soon. And after that, I had work. No, and then I went to Seattle for a couple days for work. And I didn't get home until literally like 12:30 last night. I was so exhausted. And then I had to work all day today, and then pole dancing class after that. So, I mean, my life is very scheduled. It's very, and I'm not losing any fucking weight. It's killing me. I'm annoyed. Ugh. Anyways, moving on. Young and the Restless. Okay, so let's talk about The Young and the Restless. Okay, I'm going to say it right now, just so I can get it out there so that you all can hear me. And when it happens, you'll know I saw it coming a mile away because the writing was so obvious. The guy that's in charge of this big old sex ring that Crystal was part of, that's Zack. That's Abby's guy, Zack, that is part of that dating app. He's totally the guy. He's the one. He's the one that's in charge of it. But here's the other thing. That the woman that got Crystal into it, that's Tessa. So when that happens, I'm calling it right now. So y'all will know that it was Zack and Tessa. And then you'll know why Tessa is so skittish around Zack, because she's not in the business anymore. You'll know why Tessa was bothering Nikki about what it was like to be a stripper back in the day at the Bayou, because, she used to be in that, industry as well. And, I definitely think that you'll find out a lot more about Tessa. Now, I think that this whole thing with Mariah, while it's great for Mariah, I think that it's a little bit of a red herring for the audience, because the audience is going to be so focused, and as they're going to be so focused on Tessa and Mariah that they're not going to get that Tessa was totally involved with this sex ring. So, although I have to say, it was a little bit rushed, the way that Sharon helps this girl named Crystal, and now all of a sudden the police are involved, and it's crazy, like over the phone one time. I mean, is this really the first person that's ever called Sharon that was like in danger? I doubt it. So that's stretching the lines of believability for me just a little. I'm sorry. It really is. So, don't get me wrong. I love Sharon. I have always loved Sharon. I think Sharon's fierce. But yeah, I think this whole storyline is a little hokey. It's a little cheesy, to be perfectly honest with you. Although Zack is cute. He could use me in a sex ring. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on. All right, so here's another thing. When did Phyllis become such a wuss? Right? I mean, Phyllis. This is Phyllis Summers Newman Abbott. She has always, and listen, I'm not talking about the actress or actresses who have played Phyllis. I'm talking about the character of Phyllis. When Phyllis first came on, she was crazy pants. She was a little nutty. She wasn't like Sheila nutty, but she was a little crazy. And, that's why we totally bought it when, Sheila underwent plastic surgery to look like Phyllis, and she started acting crazy, and no one really knew because Phyllis is a little crazy. And now we find out it wasn't Sheila. It was probably some random chick, and so now we want to know who that is, right? But I digress. Back in the day, Phyllis but here's what I loved about Phyllis. Phyllis did not put up with shit from anybody ever, right? For example, she was in love with Danny. So who is her biggest rival for Danny? Cricket. or now as she's known, Christine. So she, puts an octopus in her bed or runs her and Paul down. Like, if that was, 20 years ago. She just stood trial for it, like, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago. But still, like, that was the Phyllis that we've actually all come to know and love, right? She was married to Jack, and then she slept with Nick. Then she had Summer. She killed somebody, and she ended up having to dispose of the body with Kevin. Who did she kill? Was it I think it was her doctor sidekick. She killed her doctor, and then she had to dispose of him. And so she rolled the body up in a carpet and had Kevin Fisher help her carry the body out. And then, not to mention all of the various scandals involved with Restless Style, aka the precursor to GC Buzz, but after the Leanna Love show. So I'm just saying, I miss that Phyllis, because she's become a little bit neutered. I hate to say it. Phyllis has totally had her balls cut off. So I would like to see Crazy Phyllis come back, because I know you might be like, oh, well, she's, she totally hooked up Victoria with Benjamin Hockman, and that's not crazy. That's not crazy. Lauren would do the same thing. And Lauren is definitely not crazy. Lauren has never been crazy like Phyllis, right? I miss Crazy Phyllis. And I know Gina Tognoni can do it. I know she can totally play it. I mean, hello, she just won a Daytime Emmy. So she's capable. So I would like to see Phyllis go. I'm not saying she has to go full on psycho in that irredeemable psycho, but I would like to see her just dip her fingers off the deep end just a little. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that fire. I want to see that Spitfire come back. Yeah, she's blonde, but she's still that feisty redhead. So come on, bring back Crazy Phyllis, right? Okay, so now let's talk about Victoria. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. I really don't. I don't know what's wrong with Victoria. She's got some sort of disease where she hears ringing and now she's a big ol' hoe. What? What? You want us to believe that? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm sorry. Oh, she gets pushed down by Abby and now she's a hoe. Occasionally, whenever she hears ringing. What? I can't. I just can't with that storyline. That doesn't make, the whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. So now she slept with Benjamin Hockman, so who cares? That's what I want. She's a fucking grown-up. Lord, she's got, 3 kids. One is practically grown up. So let her sleep with whoever the hell she wants. If she wants to bang 20 guys in one night, let her bang 21 guys in one night. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I don't. Oh, I got some hair. So, yeah, that whole thing is just beyond stupid. I'm sorry. I think that storyline is pretty dumb. Okay. Finally, let's talk about Kane and Lily. I hate that they make Juliet out to be this, crazy psycho hoe bag stalker from Japan just because the Japanese are my people and I don't like them being portrayed so unfavorably, just saying. And I liked Juliet, I liked her better than Kane, actually. And to be perfectly honest with you, oh, and here's the other thing too, with Maddie and Charlie. I like them in their separate storylines, like I like Maddie with Reed. And I don't mind Charlie having a flirtation with Juliet, actually. That actually is, I would like to see that explored. But together, as the Wonder Twins, boring. And then with Lily and Kane and their money problems, he just got fired like 2 weeks ago and now they're like scrounging for money. Are you kidding me? How do you have children, twins no doubt? How have you been an executive for years and you don't have a damn fucking dime saved? Really? Are you for real right now? So there are definitely some story. Actually, this whole thing has just been me bitching because normally Young and the Restless isn't like that. No, normally Young and the Restless is pretty on point, but lately it's just been just stretching the limits of credibility from day one. So the whole thing. Anyways, that's it. Sorry. I wish I had something better to say. Maybe next week. I'll keep watching. I'll keep tuning in. It's not like I'm not going to stop watching. But yeah, I was a little disappointed this week. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag YR to talk Young and the Restless, or you can hashtag GH to talk General Hospital, which I'll be doing next. You can also hit the little subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to you every single day. Okay, thank you. Or whenever I decide to post. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please have a good night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.